Welcome to the Bogart Effect, a wealthy wisdom podcast. Please see important disclosure information at the end of the presentation. What is a REIT?
So a REIT is essentially a kind of pooled investment vehicle where people are bringing together money, and then that vehicle is buying real estate.
Well, so let's start with, it stands for Real Estate Investment Trust. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me back up a little bit. But yes, effectively at a very simple level, right? You're bringing together money to take investments into, whether it could be all sorts of different things.
Yep.
It could be a REIT that focuses on assisted living homes. It could be a REIT that focuses on commercial real estate. It could have a certain, geographical preference.
Yep.
And it gives you economies of scale as an investor to have access to things that maybe you might not have been able to buy into a commercial real estate building.
Yep.
With the exception of having access to a REIT.
So to recap and simplify it, a REIT is a pooled investment vehicle into a real estate piece of property, commercial, residential, et cetera, right? And the thing with REITs is nice is you can have the ownership experience from that passive income point of view, which, by the way, most of these REITs are paying really nice yields, right? Let's not ignore that. I would also add that the nice part about REITs is that you can get some diversification. So you're not just buying one piece of property, right? Tell me a little bit more. What else is pros, cons, negatives?
So you hit on the big one, and that is essentially you're getting true real estate exposure without having to be the CEO of that real estate investment itself. So that's number one. Number two, the yield that you're getting on REITs is typically at the higher end of the spectrum in terms of yields available. That being said, just because it has a high yield doesn't mean it's always the best investment. And there is an element of the market value. And when we look at REITs that are publicly traded, they can lose value. And
actually, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but with REITs, the previous presentation by Bogart Wealth was intended for general information purposes only. No portion of the presentation serves as the receipt of or as a substitute for personalized investment advice from Bogart Wealth or any other investment professional of your choosing. Different types of investments involve varying degrees of risk, and it should not be assumed that future performance of any specific investment or investment strategy or any other non-investment related or planning services, discussion, or content will be profitable, be suitable for your portfolio or individual situation, or prove successful. Neither Bogart Wealth's investment advisor registration status nor any amount of prior experience or success should be construed that a certain level of results or satisfaction will be achieved if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Bogart Wealth is neither a law firm nor accounting firm, and no portion of its services shall be construed as legal or accounting advice. No portion of the podcast content should be construed by a client or prospective client as a guarantee that he or she will experience a certain level of results if Bogart Wealth is engaged or continues to be engaged to provide investment advisory services. Copies of Bogart Wealth's current written disclosure brochure and Form CRS discussing our advisory services and fees are available upon request or at www.bogartwealth.com.